Oh, good morning, everyone. Well, I had a long day yesterday because I get up, like 3, 4 in the morning and made my short ribs and then, put them in the refrigerator for when I got back and made my breakfast and went to run my errands. And then I had to hit the casino for a minute, not long, but for a minute. And casino don't fail me. And so when I got in and all this other stuff was on there, I was like, okay, let me do this. And then I'm gonna eat my short ribs and so on. So I had a long day yesterday and still getting up early in the morning. But this, all this stuff going on, you know, this is addressed to Rick Reed, but, I first want to preface what I say to him with the fact that a lot of people don't know this. And I would like for you all who have the time to check out my video entitled My Beast Sector History, because that explains a lot. And I basically, um, my mother passed away. And I'm going to tell you, the void that was left by her passing, I was numb because I had my mother around for 97 years. She was 97 when she passed. And it's kind of like, of course, I miss her, of course. And nobody could make me laugh like her. My mother was, my mother was, she was something else. And so she was a firecracker, okay? And um, she didn't play. My mother didn't believe in no back and forth talking. She'd go to 0 to 100, it'd be a fight. Hmm. But I've had fights myself, but I wasn't a fighter like her. Okay, no way. But and she passed away in 2016, and I was looking for something, and I ended up on YouTube. I didn't know what the heck was going on YouTube. I didn't even know they had all this over here, and most people don't. But um, the amazing thing is, and I shared this with my friends and my family, that this thing with Sean happened in March, and I was no longer part of Club Chat and affiliated with him at all. And April 2024, for the first time, I really, really cried. I was able to really, really grieve. So all of that had been suppressed. And I'm okay with that now because even if you suppress it, it's got to come back out. So all those years, that's what was happening. In hindsight, I can see that I got super involved with a group, but um, it was really a way to avoid dealing with the loss of my mother. And, I lost someone else as well. But um, I, I didn't realize how I had used this sector to mask my grief. And so when I say 2024 was an amazing year, because the fact that I finally cried about my mother and I held it in for so long. And so, we all deal with grief differently, but that was a huge loss for me. And I think it's a huge loss for anybody to lose your mother. And some people lose their mother at a much younger age. But like I said, she was 97. She had all her faculties and was still giving orders at the hospital, and, she was something else, I tell you. And essentially, that's kind of how I ended up in the beef sector. That's when I did. So I wanted to preface it with that because, I just want to say that if you are grieving or you need to grieve, then you need to focus on your grieving and resolve that. But nobody knew I was suffering that loss. Nobody peeped that. Nobody. In Club Chat. Okay? And Sean. Nobody peeped that. And I might say because they didn't care. Okay. And so that leads me to Rick Reed in his commentary yesterday. And, I gave Rick, I gave you, Rick, I gave you credit for being fair and unbiased when it came to Rita, and you cleared it up and clarified something, as I said, I've been dealing with for years, being blamed for something that I had nothing to do with and still don't know the ins and outs of it. But that's one thing that I think I wanted to say is that when you see some things and you do some things and you come over here and people doing this and doing that, some of this shit ain't normal. I'm sorry. And you can try to gloss over it all you want and say, oh yeah, this is what we do, we content creator, this is a narrative. No, that's BS. I call BS, Rick, because it's not normal. And people don't do this, the stuff that's being done on here. Okay? We say this and we say that and we all good friends and kumbaya or nothing. No. Now, the one thing I want to get clear with you, like I said, I gave you kudos for the way you stepped up and told you didn't have to do that. And I have always been woman enough to rise above this YouTube stuff and recognize no matter what someone may have done, if they do something and it's good, I'm going to say it. That's period, period. But the other thing is that when you come for somebody, even slick shade, because that's kind of what you were giving me yesterday, a little slick shade. If it's factual, I have no problem with it. I'm good with it if it's factual. Now, one thing you did get right, and I'm not going to deny it, when that stuff went down with you and China Doll and Rita, and you did the things you did, the interviews and all that sort of stuff. I thought it was wrong, and I did insert myself. And for her, it was hurtful at the time. And it pissed me off, you know, it really did. I said, oh, this ain't right. Yeah. Because, like I said, I've seen some shit on here that I have never seen in real life. And over my lifetime, that's a long time not to have seen this kind of shit. I don't think it exists in real life. But when that happened, yeah, I got pissed off about it. You did an interview with some lady in Florida. You went over to Mama Sippin because they were kind of like the ops for Rita or whatever. And I thought it was wrong. Now, you all worked it out. You have a sincere friendship. And that's something that says a lot about the two of you. However, I did insert myself. And I'm not going to make excuses for it. I did what I did. I said what I said. I felt how I felt. And I still feel that way. I felt the same way when they doxed you and called your mother at night, start talking shit about you. That was wrong. That's unacceptable. It ain't right. It ain't normal. I'm going to tell your mama, that's ridiculous. And I inserted myself in that as well. So if you want to say I was inserting myself and I take things to heart, yeah, I do. I do. You're right about that as well. But what you're not right about is all this shit you said I did. I'm doing this on the YouTube and I'm doing this and I'm running around all over. No, I saw you were reading from notes. So maybe somebody gave you some information and they have credibility with you, but it's not true. Just like you said, I was up and down in chats, calling people hoes. I don't use that word. That's not one of my words. And even when Club Chat did the Ride the Read, and they don't do that anymore. But when they did that, I couldn't participate because I couldn't think of nothing quick enough. You know, I really could. I was like, what they doing? And I would laugh about it, but I wasn't doing it. And then you said, I'm doxing everybody. You said somebody doxed Tracy D. You know when I found out somebody doxed Tracy D? When you said it yesterday. I didn't even know she got doxed. And a lot of stuff. So a lot of stuff you were saying, and then you done, watch out, Demetra. She's trying to latch on to something. She's looking for something to hold on to. No. Not me. I don't want no parts of no group again in life. Period. So the Club Chat propaganda machine started kicking off. Okay. And a lot of stuff you said, well, we just do this and it's just a narrative. No, it's not just a narrative. Okay. You make a video saying stuff about people that's not true. You're of the mistaken belief. And I do remember when you first started making the videos. Okay. You and I got into it in a comment section before you started making videos. Other than that, your content on there was just about going fishing. See, I remember. So I don't have dementia yet. But all this talk about me, oh, she's old, she's this and that, and you take it to heart and that kind of stuff, that's your opinion. But the mistake, like I said, you all are making is you think that these videos that you make that aren't true stay right in here in the beef sector. No, it's worldwide. It's global. All you got to do is Google your name or the title of your whatever you call yourself, and go about to the last 2 pages, and you'll start seeing foreign platforms, not YouTube anymore, foreign ones. And there are people that are lifting the videos and putting them on platforms in another country, making money, and they can be taken down because I had some of mine taken down. But that's how far I reach. And then you have other things, whatever you try to do in life, they go on social media and look for it. And it's there. They even grab up Instagram photos and put them on these other platforms. So it doesn't just stay in here. And you put a lie out about somebody, then that is defamation. And it's not just staying in here. So a lot of times you assume things. And I think you believe whoever told you I did a lot of stuff. Were they sitting beside me watching me do stuff? They can't say yes. They're just assuming that I did stuff because somebody wants so hard for me to be who I'm not. And no, I'm not rationalizing anything. I don't put that shit on my channel. And I don't really at all ridicule anybody that has a mugshot, that's incarcerated, and that sort of thing, simply because I don't think it's right. But you said, oh, everybody does it. Not me. I don't dox people's children or family members. That's not me. I don't take pictures of people's mother in caskets and put it on my wall. I don't do that. Or people's grandkids. I don't do that. So when you try to lump me in with the bullshit like that, that's not me. So that's not rationalizing. I'm telling you now, that's not who I am. And a lot of the stuff you said was not true. I have not ever doxed and researched anybody's family member, be it a child, a mother, an auntie, a father. I haven't done that because, I don't think it's right. And everybody that gets doxxed, it ain't coming from me. It's a whole lot of people getting doxxed I see out here. But it's not coming from me. You say, oh, I'm a doxxer, I do this, I do. Fine, but I'm not going to call myself what I'm not. I look stuff up. And, being new to YouTube in 2018, 2019, because that's when I was sending stuff to Deanna when she was in club chat. Just for a kiki. So I learned my lesson from that. And people who are new to YouTube, like I was, we don't know what's going on. But you think that people are going to do things like they do in real life, and they don't. There's people who only gather information. But nobody really knows me. Really. There's only 3 people in this world, or have been in this world, that really knew me. Really knew me. That was my stepmother and my son and the man I'm with now. nobody has known me like, really known me, who I am. And that's by my choice. Because people didn't even know I had a son. Because have been a very private person to a large degree. People only know what I allow them to know. So yes, I felt violated when that happened. And yeah, I went scorched earth. And I do it again because I could see how far it could go. So to try to lump me in with you all, no, I'm not like you all. If that's how you all are, if you think that's normal, because that's not me. I don't believe in doing that because I don't care really about somebody's address. But you make it seem like I was living to docs and all this kind of stuff. No. And I'll say this, in 2020, a lot of stuff was going on in my life at that time. And that's when Deanna came for me. And I responded right quick. And then got back to what I was doing. Because my stepmother was in assisted living in California. And but she was still under hospice. But she was under palliative hospice, which is a hospice that is related to just, the well-being of the person. But the other hospice is that they're not going to do nothing to make you comfortable, but make you comfortable, that sort of thing. And so I was dealing with that. And my siblings were dragging their feet. But from what they were telling me, I could tell they're trying to let her go, make her go. I said, they're not going to kill her because the hospital killed my aunt years ago. And I said, they're not going to kill her. And I was filing complaints with the state of California. And they closed that hospice because I took it down. That's what I was doing. But nobody knew nothing about it because I didn't talk about it. So when you think you know somebody based upon some information you get, I think you need to verify it. But you can't gloss over it and replace the truth with make-believe and fiction. Now, some people say, oh, she's old and crazy. Crazy like a fox. Okay? Like I said, I don't have dementia yet. I still have all my faculties. And I think genetically, that's the way it's going to be because my mother had all hers. My aunt lived to 108. And only because her eyesight failed did she stop at 104, being on master's level of crossword puzzles. So, I'm not one that's going to give up my identity to fit in. And I'm not going to try to brown nose anybody. Anything I say, I mean. I give credit where credit's due. And I meant what I said to Demetria and about Food Junkie. Because honestly and truthfully, his analysis had caused me to think about that situation differently. But it wasn't just in my mind. Because this happened in March of 2024. Now, in April, nobody's supposed to know because I don't know when I know Reed said something about there's two people. She never said my name. She never said anybody else's name. And I said, well, if she didn't say my name, okay, I'll leave it alone for now. I'm good. And basically, um, that's what happened. I didn't know nothing about that. And I ain't never heard him say, oh, it's their story to tell until last week. So when people are saying that, oh, she's doing this and she's doing that and she's up and down, which way, sideways, whatever. No, I ain't got that kind of time. That's why I put my little video out showing my lifestyle. I'm always going somewhere and doing something. I'm enjoying my life. And I made it a point to start doing that in 2023. So when you think you know somebody and you think you got information, don't put me in there with a broad range. If that's how y'all roll, that's how y'all roll. But you are and I are different then, because I don't see nothing about it that's right. Nothing at all. And what happened with me? Hey, I stand firm on what happened with that. But don't put no jackets on me. That I do this, we all do it. It's okay. No, it's not okay. And he's a big deal, and so is it. No, he's not a big deal to me. Mm-mm. And no, it's Club Chat anymore. But I don't even know their real names. They could come up to me and say, I'm so-and-so. If they don't say the YouTube name, I won't know who the heck they are. So if someone to say somebody probably has all your info. See, I recognize your sources from what you said. But like I said, people want to say, oh, she's crazy. I'm going to put something on my wall to show why I was thinking the way I did. But back to Food Junkie, what he said caused me to have a different opinion. But when I first saw this, which I'm going to put on my community wall, I didn't even post it. I said, no, I'm not going to post that because I didn't know what to do at the time. That's the honest truth. I didn't know whether I should say something or not say something. I just didn't know what to do. And that's the truth. And so when you don't know what to do, my sage advice is don't do anything until you are sure of what you need to do or want to do. So that part. And I think that when I put it on there, like Food Junkie and everybody else will see why I thought Deanna why is she in the know like that? Okay? How does she know? And I assumed that Sean Bradley told her. Because I already thought, they're cozying up too much. And until I heard his analysis of it, I didn't give anybody the benefit of doubt until that. So I do appreciate that. And that's why I acknowledged it. It ain't because I'm trying to be friends with nobody. I acknowledge stuff online all the time, in my blogs, in the other social media. I don't want to be friends with them. But hey, if somebody does a good thing that I feel is a good thing and it benefited me, yeah, I'm going to acknowledge it. But don't get it twisted. I ain't trying to be nobody's friend up in here. I ain't trying to be your friend or Food Junkie's friend or anybody else's friend. Okay? So we need to get that clear. Got people, look, oh, she's trying to find somewhere to go. No, no, no. Please, everybody, no. I'm content over here by myself. And I will continue to do what I've been doing for the last year, is looking at videos and, occasionally dropping down and going to new places, but not to make it like a group or a home or anything else. That's not what I'm doing now. So your clarion call out to everyone. Oh, don't talk to her on the phone. No, ain't gonna be no talking to me on the phone. Don't nobody on YouTube in this sector have my phone number. I changed it. When I was done, I was done. So that's how that works. And I'm basically going to stick to that, because I got burned by somebody in Club Chat recently. Not recently now, but back then, because Sean was the one who told that. And James Colwell's right. He talks too much. Because when he said, and I got a call of somebody telling me your concerns, well, I only told one person my concerns. And that one person told him. And it's not who you're thinking. It's nobody that you really know their name. But that was the only person I shared that with. And I was talking to that person on the phone. So don't be telling people, don't give her your phone number. But don't worry, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I'm going to be me. I've got my friends in real life that I talk to on the phone. I don't need to talk to nobody on YouTube on the phone. It has not worked out well for me. I don't like it. And I think even Jay Wilson, I got to give him credit. He made a good point. Ain't no friends on YouTube. And I think the people who have made you and Rita a rare example of friends on YouTube. Very rare. So, got everybody shaky. She gonna sue you, and she's gonna see. You see what's happening now. I'm not gonna get involved like that, honey. See, you got it twisted, and you passing that twisted on to other people, and that's not fair to me. And you passing on misinformation, because a lot of stuff people say I did, they think I did something, and I didn't. And I would complain about that. How come I'm getting blamed for this? And I'm wondering now where that came from. I got my suspicions now, but I didn't have them then. So why are people making up stuff on me? Why this? Why that? But yeah, I do take it to heart. I'm an empathetic person. And as far as me, you got your opinion and you going to express it. Everybody knows that. But as far as that 5 Babe stuff with calling QB to give her some information, that's all it was. That's all it was. Wasn't nothing else. But everybody grew it into this big thing that I'm doing something suspicious, and Sean Bradley sending me. Sean can send me to the grocery store, okay? And nor did he try. So what you have to realize is that there are people who are strong individuals and who will not get in line like that, especially when it comes to family. So, and that's all I wanted to say to you. Okay. A lot of stuff has happened. And like I said, when I made that little video, I wasn't looking for attention, as some people say. I was basically, I didn't put nobody's name in the title. I didn't upload. It was real quiet. And then, okay, where the people want to know? Oh, all right. Because see, honestly and truthfully, I didn't think nobody was checking for me like that. I didn't tag anybody. I didn't do anything. I just put it on there for the people who were subscribed to me, who remained subscribed to me. So they would know. And they would know if I did drop down in their chat, don't say that anymore. And the people who saying Sean Bradley's camp wouldn't say that anymore. That's all it was meant to be. So, and I do want to address James Colwell, who says he doesn't know me. But, and I was trying to bring him into something. You don't get rid of videos, so, but it's called the tongue-in-cheek edition. That, you acted like you knew me in that video, and you acted like you knew me on Deanna's panel when you were talking about me and ridiculing me. So, so when you say, I don't like you, I know that. But you knew me when I was subscribed to you and I was in your chat. So, but I'm not going to say I didn't know you, but it's okay that you don't like me. I'm fine with that. The people in my life who like me are in my real life. And that's who matters to me. So all this talk about you didn't know me. Come on now, James. You know me. So anyway, that is all I wanted to say to you, Rick. And I just wanted to make sure that you understood where I'm coming from. And we disagree, but I know the machinery is at work. And but don't scare these people when you don't really know if there's anything to be worried about. Sean said I called him 11 times. He needs to check his call records and see how many times I did call him or text him. Not that much. I didn't really talk to him anymore. I wasn't comfortable talking to him anymore. At that, so, and that's been about over a year's time. Not just since, well, I say 2 years time. 2023, 24. I wasn't communicating with him. So he's talking about, something happened prior to that. Things were used to be. And I still think it was an excuse. And he keeps changing it, dropping down and, saying things and, but, that's he can do what he wants to do. He can do exactly what he wants to do. And I ain't worried about it. Just don't lie on me. And that's been the problem. And somebody lie on me, I'm going to address it. And I'm not saying you're lying, so to speak. I'm saying you were given information that's incorrect and inaccurate about me. Because don't nobody know me like that. And when you start calling people crazy and you ain't never seen them, and your spin is that, oh, they crazy. Because they lying. Okay. So I'm going to put that on there on my community wall so everyone can see what Deanna put on underneath my video in April 2024. And I thought, well, how does she know? because ain't nobody, hadn't said nothing. So, you know, but again, I have a different perspective now. You know, I guess there is a mole in club chat. um, and I'm giving out information. And that's, you know, and of course, there's one person over there that's trying to imply that it's me as a mole or something. But the mole did that, if that's how it happened. So anyway, everybody have a great weekend. I'm going to get back in here and do some more things. I'm going to put these things on my community wall. I'm going to put that video that I did in response to Deanna. I'm going to put it back up. I'm going to put a link to it. Put it back up for a minute. And it won't be up there long because people who were running my channel, they kept taking stuff down that I put up because, you know, they were doing that. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm not going to keep it up, but that was my response to her. So that email that she was, quote, revealing, it's not the same email as far as the heading of it and the avatar and all that kind of stuff. And it was to prove a point to her when she came for me and lied on me. Okay, have a great day. Bye.